I am Savvy Mike in this. It's I am Savvy Mike TV, and this is my official review of the Carter 6 by Lil Wayne. Now, if you don't know, Lil Wayne has dropped the Carter 6, and while there have been a lot of, I want to say, mixed opinions, because while it is a lot of people out there calling it trash, it is a lot of people out there that are saying it's really more so mediocre, mid, disappointing. While it's not what we expect from Lil Wayne, it definitely falls under the category of probably one of the worst albums he's ever produced. And honestly, if you ask me, in my honest opinion, that really doesn't have much to do with him as far as his rapping ability goes, because this whole album he was rapping his ass off. Look, I'm gonna get into this review here at I Am Savvy Mike TV. When we review albums, we like to break it down into the good, the bad, and the ugly. While there is, I will say, a lot of good here and a lot of bad, there's some ugly too. And we'll get into the ugly when we get into the ugly, but I like to lead with love over here. And I want to start positive, okay? And while I overall think this is a mediocre effort from Lil Wayne, I say that saying that the songs on here that I feel like are prime him really step into that. Flex Up and Loki's theme song are my two favorite tracks from this album. I love both of those tracks. It's classic Wayne to me. I know a lot of people don't want to hear him playing the guitar and doing his Rebirth shit, but I loved Rebirth. I thought Rebirth, when Wayne went rock, I thought it was an amazing album. and I don't mind I Am Not a Human Being. When I Am Not a Human Being had all those rock influences in it, that was an amazing album. So I'm never mad at anybody for being versatile and somebody showing off their musical ability, because Wayne is actually playing the fucking guitar. I think that's really cool, and I think if he can make something great out of it, which is what I feel like Loki's theme is, then hey, that's what he'll do. And like I said, Flex Up is classic Wayne to me. In a lot of ways, it is a Jay-Z diss, at least in the hook, because when you think about it, wow, yes, Stevie Wonder can't see. That's basically what he was saying, that Jay-Z was kind of saying to him when he said, yeah, I see you, Wayne, but I don't. And Wayne's like, he sees the metaphor in it all by, comparing it to Stevie Wonder saying the exact same thing. I feel like that is a hard bar. The rapping is amazing on it. Classic Wayne. Like I said, that is classic Wayne. Flex Up. And it is other tracks on there that I really enjoy. I like Cotton Candy. I feel like 2 Chainz went crazy on that beat. Although it is it's a poppy beat, and that's what I'll say. A lot of the criticism I really have of this album is a lot of the beats that Wayne was rapping over do sound dated, but I do feel like this Cotton Candy song would have been a hit in 2011. But it's 2025 and it doesn't hit the same, because that's just not the era of music we're in. These kids don't want to hear a beat like that. They don't want to hear Lil Wayne and 2 Chainz rapping over a nice, it's a poppy beat. It's not really even, I wouldn't even call it hip hop. It has a cool sample in the back. Like, it's a great beat, but it's a pop beat. It's a pop hip hop beat, and I'm not mad at it. But at the end of the day, I don't think the kids want it. But for my taste, I like that. What else did I like? I also liked the outro, Written History. I thought that was a really well done song. I like Sharks with Jelly Roll and Big Sean. I do fuck. This is one of the best Big Sean verses I've heard in a while, and I want him to continue on this road. Hip Hop featuring Big X The Plug. While I like the hook and I like what Jay Jones added in that verse, it's just, at the end of the day, Wayne, that first verse from Wayne, first few lines was just like, what the fuck is he doing? Now, that was the only time I said to myself, okay, maybe he can't rap the same. That was the only time. After that, even though he was rapping over some choppy ass, trash ass beats, we'll get into that in a minute, he was still rapping his ass off. So regardless of it, it is what. And then The Days is a fucking song you'll hear in a Fast and Furious movie soundtrack. So I'm not mad at it. I enjoy it. I really like that as well. And apparently that was a fucking song that was made 10 years ago that Wayne had in the vault. It sounds like a song that was made 10 years ago. And that's what I'll say. Like, a lot of these records on here getting into the bad just sound outdated. Beat wise, lyric wise, it's just a lot of outdated shit on here. And while it can be good, like The Days and Cotton Candy, at least to me, it can also be a sore thumb on your album, like Bells. Bells is an okay song, but I'm like, this is a beat that Wayne would have rapped over in 2014 on a Dedication mixtape. He wouldn't have rapped over this on the Carter 4. And we're in the bad section now. I don't like Bells. I don't like Welcome to the Carter, unfortunately. The first two songs, they were not good intros to me. The album didn't really start kicking in until we got to Hip Hop and Shark. But then Band from New Orleans, I didn't really like that one neither. I thought that was mid. Unfortunately, I think he did that sample flip. While he's done it justice before, Band from TV beat that Nori and Cameron rapped over. While he's done that beat before on the Dedication mixtape, I think this flip wasn't as good. You know, and then Island Holiday, I really don't like. Beats choppy. Wayne's rapping over it choppy. If I Played the Guitar was a mid effort as well, unfortunately. Maria, mid effort. Been Myself, mid effort. Moolah, we'll get into that. That's the ugly. The Studio with the Gun featuring MGK and Kodak Black, that was mid as well, unfortunately. Yeah, I thought that would be a way better track. Hearing the beat and hearing what it was about, it never really landed for me, unfortunately. Yeah, just a lot of mid efforts on here. And that's what I'll say is like, those songs weren't ass, they were just mediocre. Because Wayne was rapping his ass over these mediocre ass beats with mediocre ass features and these mediocre ass hooks. He was just doing the best he fucking could. That's the question we should ask as we get into the ugly. Because Peanuts to an Elephant, that beat was fucking trash. I don't know if Cassidy made that beat or not. That's what Twitter's telling me. I don't know. I should look it up. You know what? I'll look it up right now. Who made that? Was produced by Lin-Manuel Miranda. Stop the cap, genius. Apparently, according to Rap Genius, I'll say that much. So I'll say allegedly. But apparently, Peanuts to an Elephant was a track produced by Lin-Manuel Miranda. Y'all don't know who that is. He's the famous Broadway star. He did Hamlet, and he also directed and wrote some movies, some musicals, and he's a fine producer. He makes great music when it comes to a movie, but he produced that bullshit. Well, Lin-Manuel Miranda never needs to ever produce a beat ever again. And I give credit to Wayne for rapping over it. Hell, I give credit to Wayne for doing the best he could over that shit. Was ass. It's a horrible beat. Lin-Manuel Miranda, keep directing and writing musicals, because hip-hop is not your forte. What the fuck? Like I said, according to Rap Genius, according to fucking Rap Genius, Lin-Manuel Miranda produced Peanuts to an Elephant. That's trash. Just fucking horrible. While I understand Lil Novi now I understand that Lil Novi is Lil Wayne's kid. So I didn't know that at first when I was reacting to the album online. So I hope Wayne, I'm sorry if it came off a bit disrespectful, me telling your son, put the mic down. I didn't mean it that way at that point. I thought he was just some artist you had on your album. I knew Cam was your son, and I like the Rari song. That's a cool little kid bop, you know, Lil Wayne tune, and Cameron Carter did a pretty good job rapping over it. Unfortunately, Lil Novi might not have the gene. I'm just being honest. Rapping is not for everybody, and maybe he should just, you know, pursue other things, because he's still Wayne's kid at the end of the day. So he still, I'm sure, has some greatness in them, because Wayne's great. But yeah, that wasn't it. I did not like Moolah coming in. It's mainly because of your kid. And I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I'm just giving a honest review. Just being honest, just being as upfront as I can. I feel like y'all could have did something better, or at least he could have did something better, because like I said, the song you had with your other kid, Cameron Carter, Rory, that was a cool song. I bet Cameron Carter in there walking around like the man. Yeah, I had one of the better songs on the album with that. He probably looking at Novi like, your song's the reason they're calling it trash. I'm telling you, they're probably beefing right now. Now Novi's like, my song wasn't trash. That's not what the internet's saying, but you know. We love Wayne over here. I think Lil Wayne is top 10 greatest of all time to ever do it, dead or alive. And regardless of it, he's still my Libra brother, still one of my favorite rappers to listen to. I still listen to his music religiously. And while this album was not what I wanted it to be, I feel like My real main problem with this album is it doesn't earn the title of the Carter 6. It should not be this should have been Dedication 7 or something else, you know. And you just try to still like craft the Carter 6, because the Carter series is just, that's the epicness of Wayne. Like, he has, well, to me, 3 classic albums in that one series. Like, that series deserves something to hold to the standard of the other one. The Carter 4 is a classic to me. The Carter 5 is an amazing album. The Carter 3 is a classic. Carter 2 is a classic. And I love the Carters. You see what I'm saying? All those albums are fucking amazing. This album is not good. I wouldn't say it's horrible, but it's a mediocre effort, and it does not earn the name of the Carter. Unfortunately, the Carter 6 was not it. Unfortunate. And I say that with a broken heart, because I love Wayne. And here's how y'all should know that I keep it as objective as I possibly can. No bias when it comes to reviewing albums and reviewing and critiquing the music. I'm always be objective, because Lord knows I wanted to love this album. Like, I really did. I wanted to love the shit out of it. Fuck what anybody's saying. This is some amazing shit, but it's just, who picked the beat? That's the question I'm asking. I'm not even blaming Wayne for this. So while yes, it might sound a bit dated, he's still rapping his ass off. He's still rapping like the Rents fucking do. He's still rapping like one of the greatest to ever do it would. So it's really not on him. It's really on whoever picked these beats and said, yeah, that's a go. They should have said no. Like I said, the Carter 6 ain't it. Unfortunately, I would have to give it a 2.5 out of 5. Now, while I know I just spent the latter half of this review shitting on it, you were thinking a 1 or maybe a 0. At the end of the day, Flex Up and Loki's theme are classic Wayne to me. And I love The Days. I love Sharks. It's songs on here that I'm going to listen to throughout the year for sure, and probably grow to love even more. Like, I can't stop playing Flex Up. I just can't. I'm probably gonna listen to that every day for the next month or two, because it's just that good of a song to me. So with that being said, I just have to be on 2.5 out of 5 is because it's not good. It's not okay. It's not a 3. It's not great. It's not a 4. It's not, it's not it's not that level, but mediocre effort. That's what I'll say. Wayne definitely sounds dated on here, and it definitely does sound like he's starting to step into the legacy act role that he is, and honestly, he deserves to step in. Wayne has birthed a lot of rappers, created a lot of careers, helped pave a way, pioneered a whole trend and style. I'm not saying retire. If he wants to keep rapping, he can, but at this point, you shouldn't take it as seriously. It should just be, look, I'm gonna perform for my fans as much as I can until I'm really just ready to chill out at the end of the day. Anyways, let me know what y'all think in the comments below. This is my official review of the Carter 6. I definitely want to hear what y'all think. As always, I'm Savvy Mike, and this is I Am Savvy Mike TV. Peace.